interceptions in his career with 16. I don't think it was all his fault. He had some offensive line issues, but he's got to make sure he takes care of the football.
On second down now, Akers. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
By Quan Alexander.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They'll run this with Akers. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Sam Sloman is on. And this a 39-yard attempt.
A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Down and 10.
Throwing again. McDonald. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
The 3rd down pass.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a give. Akers running left. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage.
They're losing here in the 3rd quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
And while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now the 6-year man from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
For the Rams.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by John Johnson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line.
He was taken
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Of a yard. It's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Jarek McCannon. 81 yards. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Niners 21. Rams.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
1 yard gain.
Ball at the 33, second and 9.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Made at the 49-yard.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Second and 9.
Gone. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
32-yard line.
Goff on first down. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, McDonald. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field,